All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad, and this hour we are going to be practicing our reading and pronunciation as as we read through a short story that's entitled Fugitive. Well, it's sort of like a long short story, but yes. Anyway, the main purpose is to practice our pronunciation as we read through. Okay, the story is here in the chat box. Go ahead and open that up when you get a second. Crappy. It looks like Hangouts is being weird with me one more time. Okay, let me come right, go out and then come right back in, you guys.
Oh, here we go.
Hi there. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I start Hangouts, it decides to be goofy and doesn't work properly for a bit. Don't know why. Okay, great, you guys. Welcome this wonderful Saturday morning. Turn this off. It's getting, there we go. It's wonderful Saturday morning. Well, it's Saturday morning for me. It just depends on what time it is for you guys. But yes, lovely Saturday morning here in Costa Rica. Let's see who we have in class so far. Hi, Tatiana. How are you?
Hi, Chad. I'm good. And too bad it's already 8 p.m.
Wow, already through your Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. How about Odku? How are you?
Hi, teacher.
Odku.
How are you?
Hi there. I'm doing great. Good to have you.
Yeah.
How about Julissa? How are you?
Hello, Chad. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. Good to see you again. As well as Goliath. How you doing today?
Guess what? Guess how I'm...
What's up?
Guess what?
You're probably tired.
Yes, that's so. Yes, I know you will find the secret.
Oh,
Okay.
funny. Good to have you back, Goliath.
Thank you.
Let's see. Anastasia, how are you?
Well, should you guess how I am?
I would say, let's see, it's 10 o'clock on Saturday night. It's springtime. I would imagine, did you play some tennis today?
She's
Yes,
hungry. She's hungry.
Well, actually, I'm happy that I'm in class, but I still have a low back in my low back pain.
Oh no!
But yeah, I know it sucks, but I still just train kids. But it's fun, like you know. Sometimes when I just train kids, I forget about my pain. But then after
Sure.
that, I came home and it's still like you know have pain, and I just thinking like you know I'm just only 24 and have such a pain like you know like an old one. It's like a first experience for me. Before I didn't.
Yeah.
I have never had pain like you know such as, and my mom like is just laughing at me. Well, you're getting older.
That's how it works. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anastasia. Let's go to Amparo. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. And you?
I'm doing good. Welcome this lovely Saturday morning. It's probably is it 11 o'clock there in
Yes, it is.
Ecuador? Okay,
Yep.
so you're an hour ahead of me. All right. Alpha, good to see you. And Aga, how are you?
I'm fine. However, Saturday here is not as lovely as in your place because it has been raining whole day.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, is it usually hot there? Does it help cool things down, or is it just bad when it rains?
Well, that depends because really we have all the kind of weather here, so it can be
Okay.
anything. But yes, recently it has been very bad because it was raining a lot and quite cold. So I hope it will change soon because I miss the sun.
Okay. All right. Very good. And last but not least, Adrian, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. And you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you again, Adrian.
It's 6 p.m. here near Paris, and we've
Uh-huh.
been a rainy month of May, but today there is a little sun.
There you go.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice. Is it sunset right now? Is that the sun coming through your window?
Yes, a little bit of sun. Yeah.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I hope to one day visit France. I think that would be great. That'd be my mother was born in France. My line goes two ways. My last name is Hansen, which is Danish. So I'm from Denmark. But
Hmm.
my on my mother's side, their last name is Tucker. And my great grandma was actually a concert pianist in France, and so that's where I got my
Mm.
musicality from. She was
Wow.
about four. She was barely 4 feet tall. She was really really small, but she was a concert piano player. Yeah, she was very really awesome. Anyway, very
Bravo.
good. Let's go ahead
I
and
invite you
get
to my
started.
in my home here in France.
Great, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
It would be a
Okay,
pleasure.
you guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. We're going to start off on the left-hand side with Adrian this hour, and
Okay.
and let's see, Adrian. Let me have you read the first two paragraphs.
On Fugitive, yes?
Yes, on The Fugitive.
The Fugitive by Amelia. Fugitive. I whispered it quietly to myself, tasting it on my tongue like a piece of hard candy. I had never imagined that word applying to me before, but now it seemed to be the only word that described me. Alexa Harlem, the fugitive. I whispered it quietly to myself as I stood in line at the convenience store checkout, heart hammering at an uneven, erratic pace. I pressed my lips together nervously and pulled my hood down lower over my eyes, feeling the lens of the security camera watching me, taking the stolen coat and the tangled blonde hair that I had forgotten to dye. Will you stop doing that? You are drawing attention.
Oh,
Riley growled from behind me, his voice a quiet hiss that only I could hear. If anyone else had spoken to me like that, I would have fired back a retort and told him exactly where he could shove his opinions. But Riley was different. We were two of a kind. We had escaped Darwin Juvenile Center together and saved each other from capture, injury, or death countless times over the last few weeks. Partners in crime. Somehow those words sounded just as bad as fugitive, though they described our relationship perfectly.
All right, very good, very good. Nice pronunciations here. Let's check out a couple vowel sounds and some T sounds that we can change to D's. All right. First up is the word those instead of those. Okay, starting off low and kind of scooping it. Just focus on the O sound. Those. Oh, those.
Those.
That's it. Okay. Let's go to the word opinions. right here. Remember, a short I sound. Instead of opinions, it is opinions.
Opinion.
Okay, good. One more time. Opinions.
Opinions.
Exactly. Good. Let's go to the word security. Okay, changing that T to a D. Whenever you have a T and an E sound at the end, we definitely change that T to a D in American English. Okay, security.
Security.
Good. Okay.
Security.
As well as erratic. We're going to change this T to a D as well. Erratic instead of erratic. Erratic.
Erratic.
Very good. And
Erratic.
good.
Fugitive.
And fugitive. Exactly.
Fugitive.
Instead of fugitive.
Fugitive.
Good. Okay, get that EU on few. Okay, fugitive.
Fugitive.
That's it. Good. Okay, nice job. Very good. Thank you, Adrian. Let's go to Aga. All right, Aga, please read the next 3 paragraphs.
Okay. I don't like this. Let's get out of here. We ate this morning. We can go without food for one night, I muttered. I turned towards the entrance and mentally calculated the steps between the door and where I stood. All of the food in the world wasn't worth being sent back to juvie. Put the gun down. You ain't getting any money. Came a sharp, terrified voice from the cashier's desk. People frantically backed away from the cash register, screaming and clutching at each other. I turned so quickly towards the cash register that I nearly tripped over my own feet. A handsome, black-haired man was holding a gun to the belt. Oh my god, I can't read it.
It's okay. Bespectacled.
Bespectacled. Cashier's hat. Riley and I shared horrified looks. If any blood was spilled here, the police would soon be swarming the area, leaving us cornered. The town was tiny, with only one street leading out of the place. Don't shout, I awkwardly backed the armed man, who couldn't have been older than 25. Riley and I stood rooted to the spot as terrified clients pushed past us, desperately trying to get to the door. My mind vaguely registered that I should be running with them, away from the man with the gun, not standing frozen in line, looking stupid. Get that gun out of my face. I'm calling the pol. The cashier was silenced by a gunshot. The killer hopped over the checkout counter, ignoring the 3 of us who hadn't run when had pulled the trigger.
Okay, very, very good. Okay, let's practice this last line. So when he'd pulled the trigger. Okay, when he'd pulled the trigger. Try that, please.
When he'd pulled the trigger.
Good. All right. Excellent job with your TR sounds. In fact, your R sounds throughout sounded really good. Okay, nice job. Let's go to the word desperately. So the stress is at the very beginning. Desperately.
Desperately.
Very good. Okay, now this is the confusing part of English. We have the double O here and the double O here. Both of them make different sounds. Okay, you had said stood and rooted, giving them the same sound. This first one is an sound. Stood, and rooted. Okay, I stood rooted. Try that, please.
I stood rooted.
Okay, give me more of an I stood rooted.
I stood rooted.
Okay. All right, and then we have shoot instead of shot. Shoot.
Shoot.
Good. Okay. Now this word here, we have 2 words, class. This one is tiny, But we also have teeny. Okay, this one is pronounced tiny with a long I. Teeny is pronounced or is spelled E-E-N. Okay, so teeny and then tiny. This one is tiny with a long I. Try that, please.
Tiny.
Very good. Okay. The word police. The stress is at the end of the word police.
Police.
Very good. Now, I want to explain this word, bespectacled. That means the person was wearing glasses. Okay. It's a big long word to say that
Such
he
a
was.
difficult question. The word, yes.
Yes. So spectacles. So we'll see how it's created. We have the word spectacle or spectacles. Okay, those are glasses. All right. And then you add on the prefix and the suffix. All right. Bespectacled means that he was wearing glasses. Okay. So bespectacled, cashier's head. All right. Let's go to let's see, registered. Oh, so register right here. So the accent is at the beginning. Register. Stress right there.
Register.
Exactly. Okay. And one last one. Okay. Instead of put the gun down, it's put.
Put.
Good. Good. Yeah. So that's a short U sound. Very
Alright.
good. Thank you, Aga. Nice
Thank
job.
you.
Let's go to Amparo. All right, Amparo. Oh, crazy. All right, let me have you read. So from let's steal the food down to furiously at the black-haired man. Looks like a lot, but there's a whole lot of one-liners. Okay, go ahead and read.
Okay. Leave. Let's steal the food and go. Hopefully we'll be long gone when the cops get here. I growled, tugging Riley forcefully towards the door. He stumbled after me, dropping several cans on the floor. He bent to retrieve them, cursing. Leave the cans. Let's go, I exclaimed. Riley straightened up. There, now we can steal some bikes, and he broke off, frowning and staring at the flower basket dangling from the low ceiling. It was swaying and trembling. Come on, Riley, who cares about the flower? Suddenly, there was a loud rumbling and the ground shook, sending everyone sprawling. What is that? The killer shouted as the ground began to shake even more violently. What the hell is that? Earthquake! There's no way out. We're completely screwed, Riley said, after checking the building for the third time. He lit himself a cigarette with practiced ease, though he was only 16, a year older than I was. You must be joking, the killer moaned, sinking to the ground with a single foul oath. The little red-haired girl standing by the door gasped. I pointed at the dead man behind the counter and glared furiously at the black-haired man.
All right, very good. Let's try this last little bit. So we're going to focus on counter, and glared.
Counter and glared.
Furiously. So behind the counter and glared furiously at the black-haired man.
Behind the counter and glared furiously at the black-haired man.
All right, one more time. Glared. So focusing on an air sound. Glared.
Glared
furiously.
Furiously.
There you go. All right, good. Let's go to the word joking. Okay, give me that
Joking.
J sound.
Joking.
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 There we go. You must be joking. Try that.
You must be joking.
All right, watch out for that Y. Okay,
You.
You must be joking.
You must be joking.
Give me that J.
You must be joking.
There we go. That's it. Okay. Very good. Now, this here is lit. Instead of light, he lit himself a cigarette.
He lit himself a cigarette.
There you go. Okay. Let's get the K sound at the end of the word earthquake.
Earthquake.
Good, good. All right, let's go to the word straightened. Where did straightened
Which
go?
one?
Oh, straightened, right here. So Riley straightened up.
Oh. Riley straightened up.
Good. Nice job jumping over that T. That was really good. One more time. Riley straightened up.
Riley straightened up.
Nice. Okay. Let's go to cursing. Cursing.
Cursing.
Very good. All right. And our last word here. Give me an ow sound. This is growl. Growled.
Growled.
Very good. All right. Nice job, Amparo.
Okay.
Let's go
Thank
to
you.
Anastasia.
Yes.
All right. So we came down here to black-haired man. All right. Let me have you read from he could have helped to casual tone.
To what casual?
So the next 4 paragraphs.
Okay, for paragraphs. Okay. I have seen. He couldn't help but you killed him. So now we're stuck here until someone us out. It could take days, weeks even, I snarled. The murderer stopped counting the money he'd stolen from the cash register and looked up. With his black clothes, black hair, white skin, and pale gray eyes, he made me think of an old-time photograph. Why are you so hacked off? You're not the one getting put away for life after this. While you get to go home to your daddies and mummies, I spend my last minutes of freedom in here, he snapped, vulgarly gesturing in the direction of the non-perishable food aisle. I smiled ruefully. Raoul's daddy had disowned him and my mommy was dead after I had pushed her down a flight of stairs. Well, at least the food there is good. Enjoy it while you can. Riley tossed a bag of chips to the murderer, shamelessly cheerful. The man ripped open the bag with kind of vindictive savagery. We make a fine bunch, don't we? A man with a bloodshot eye slurred from the counter on which he was sitting. I hadn't noticed him earlier and started slightly at the realization that there were 5, not 4 of us. An alcoholic, a murderer, a little girl, and you 2 jailbirds. Riley's blue eyes and my brown ones wandering in unison at the man's nonchalant, casual tone.
Okay, very good. All right, so this word here is nonchalant. This is another French
Nonchalant.
word. Yeah, another French word that we stole. Okay, nonchalant. Okay, that means casual. Okay, so nonchalant, casual tone.
Casual.
So yeah, I would be saying like an alcoholic, a murderer, a little girl, and 2 jailbirds. All right, something sort of like a joking, casual tone. Okay. This word here is widened. Widened.
Widened.
Good. Okay. Realization. Realization.
Realization.
Good. Okay. Let's check out these next 2 big words. This is vindictive savagery.
Vindictive savagery.
Savagery. Savagery.
Savagery.
All right. Now, a savage is someone that's from the forest or someone that is not educated. Okay, that is a savage. Okay, and to vindicate, okay, is sort of like vengeance. All right. So when he ripped open this bag, okay, it's like he went like this. Okay, like he was a vindictive savage. He just kind of ripped it open. All right.
Okay.
Okay, we could have said angrily opened it up, but yeah, vindictive savagery. Like he has no manners. Okay, and he's
Mm-hmm.
mad at something. Okay, and he just pulls it open. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Let's go to our next word. This is tossed instead of toast.
Uh-huh.
Tossed.
Tossed.
Excellent. The S in this word is unvoiced.
Uh-huh.
Disowned instead of disowned.
Uh-huh.
Disowned.
Disowned.
Okay, get that ed ending. Disowned.
Disowned.
Good. Okay, let's go to where's that word? Okay, Riley's. So Riley's dad. So make sure to pronounce that apostrophe S. So Riley's
Mm-hmm.
dad vaguely gesturing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry,
Riley's
that's wrong. So yeah, it's Riley's daddy and then vaguely over here. So
uh-huh.
Riley's daddy. Try that first.
Riley's daddy.
Okay, good. And then vaguely is this word. Vaguely gesturing.
Vaguely gesturing.
Okay, give me a long A sound there. Vaguely.
Vaguely gesturing.
Excellent. Okay, and let's go to cash register. So
Mm-hmm.
where'd you go? Give me that R on register. There it is. So cash register. Try that.
Cash register.
Excellent. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to Goliath. All right, Goliath, let me have you continue where it says jailbirds. So from jailbirds down to, I'll have you read the next four and about half of this fifth paragraph, okay? Go ahead.
Okay. Jailbirds. Riley tried to laugh, but it came out tense, loud and fake. Alexa Hallam and Riley Collins, you two are famous. The drunken man cried with a low, derisive snort of laughter. The criminal turned to us with a new respect in his eyes. You two are all over the newspaper. I mean, you can't watch the news for 5 seconds without seeing your face on the TV screen. I'm Sebastian, by the way. He hesitated before continuing. We are doomed anyway, so I guess I might as well tell you my real name. Sebastian Blataria. He spoke his name in very pompous fashion, and as if he were someone very important, not simply another wilding lowlife. I'm Damien Calder. The drunken man imitated Sebastian Blataria's arrogant tone, throwing his nose into the air. The store's only other occupant, a little red-headed girl, giggled quietly. We all turned to stare at her. Brenna Lynch. I'm Brenna Lynch, she said, stumbling over her words and blushing. She looked maybe 7 or 8 years old. Her green eyes were wide, and her lip was trembling. Poor thing, buried alive in a store with a bunch of criminals and a creepy drunk guy.
All right, very good. Very good. Let's take a look at some words here. First up is lynch. Okay, this Y is going to be a short I sound. So instead of lynch, lynch.
Like David Lynch.
Exactly. All right, let's see, where did it go? Wielding. Yes, so gun wielding. Hello, Goliath, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Does it mean gun wielding?
Wielding, gun wielding. Okay, gun wielding means to be holding a gun. Okay, so to wield a sword would mean that you have a sword in your hand. Okay, that's sword wielding. Okay, so a gun wielding lowlife. Okay. Let's practice the ed ending here. Okay, I want to get a D sound. So instead of a T, you would said giggled. This would
Giggled.
be giggled.
Giggled.
Good. All right, so let's try this. We're going to say, a little red-headed girl giggled quietly.
A little red-headed girl giggled quietly.
There you go. That's it, man. Let's go to hesitated. Stress at the very beginning. Hesitated.
Hesitated. Hesitated.
Very good. And we had two words here where you would miss the S at the end. So it's newspapers and faces.
Newspapers and faces.
That's it. Very good. Nice job, Goliath. Very good.
Thanks.
Thank you. Let's go to Juan. All right, Juan, how you doing? All right, let's go to Julissa. And I'll come back to Juan. Julissa, are you there?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so so creepy drunk guy. All right, so from no wonder down to so here. We'll go past Riley's fury and read about half this. So we'll go to on the wall and frowned. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
No wonder she's scared. I thought as I watched Sebastian spinning his gun in slow, lazy circles on the cheap laminate floor. Suddenly I felt uneasy as if I should be doing something, not just sitting there. I crossed my legs and tucked a straight piece of hair behind my ears. I know there's probably no way out of here, but we should probably keep looking. I mean, we could bust a hole through the roof or something. I mumbled, trailing off and staring at the others expectantly. Demian sighed loudly. She's got a point. I mean, it's not like we've got anything better to do. We might as well try to dig ourselves out. 2 hours and countless botched efforts later, 5 of us collapsed on the floor in defeat. Riley had ripped the security cameras from the wall and was smashing them aggressively to bits with his steel-toed boot. Brenna was crying, and Damian was on his third cigarette. Sebastian was sitting silently, jaw clenched and eyes blazing. Somehow his silence was more unnerving than Riley's fury. Washroom, I muttered, dragging myself to my feet. Nobody even glanced upwards as I walked through the door at the far end of the store marked Ladies. I locked the door behind me and sat down on the toilet. I spotted a patch of light dancing on the wall and frowned.
All right, very good. Let's take a look at some words, okay? First up, I want to say good job with your short I sounds. This time through, I did not hear any that were off. Okay, very good job. Let's go to our last word here. This would be an ed ending. So instead of saying frowned, the word is frowned.
Frowned.
Good. There you go. Let's practice removing the in front of spotted. You had said spotted. So we're going to say I spotted a patch.
I spotted a patch.
There you go. Okay, let's go to the word locked. Okay,
Locked.
instead of looked, it is locked.
Locked.
Great. Okay, this word here is muttered with an sound. Instead of a muttered, muttered.
Muttered.
There you go. Okay, let's go to this new word here, botched. Botched means failed. Okay, with countless failed efforts or failed attempts, this word is botched. Try that.
Botched.
Good. Okay, and this word here is sighed, focusing on that ed ending, sighed.
Side.
Great. And let's go to spinning one more time. So instead of saying spinning, okay, focusing on that S. So I watched Sebastian spinning his gun.
I watched Sebastian spinning his gun.
All right, check that one more time. Instead of S spinning, spinning. Focus on that S. I watched Sebastian spinning his gun.
I watched Sebastian spinning his gun.
That's it. There you go. Nice job, Julissa.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Juan. Are you there?
Yeah, now I'm ready.
All right, Juan. Great. Let's have you read, and we are at frowned. So my eyes. Let's go from my eyes slid. I'll have you finish this up. Bye, Riley, and then go to telling Brenna a story. Okay, go ahead and read that.
Okay. My eyes slid to the opposite wall and I gasped. An obstructed window, I jumped to my feet, climbed onto the toilet seat, and peered through the semi-frosted glass. I could see a forest, the perfect place for a fugitive to hide. How could Riley have overlooked this? As I prepared to climb down, I noticed a note jammed underneath the crank that opened the window. I smoothed it out with my fingers. Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lexi, this is my second time searching the place for an escape and I hope you'll find this in time. There's no way I can fit through the window, but I hope you'll be able to. Don't smash it to get out. There are people in the front digging. They'll hear you. Don't tell the others. They won't be able to fit and they'll cause a racket. When you read this, don't come back to say goodbye. Just go. Here's all the money I have. Ditch the coat, dye your hair, and stay hidden. Bye, Riley.
All right, keep going, please. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay. I finished the letter and pocketed it along with the money, both grateful and guilty. Fighting the lump in my throat as I listened to the voices outside the bathroom. I could hear Riley's familiar cadence among them. He seemed to be telling Brenna a story. I
There
couldn't
you go.
help with
Just tell there. All right, very good. Okay, let's practice some words here. All right. So focusing on the th in them, you had said dem, cadence among them. Okay, pronounce that th. Cadence among them.
cadence among them.
There you go. Okay, let's practice the V sound in voices. I listened to the voices outside the bathroom. Voices.
I listened to the voices
Uh-huh.
outside the bathroom.
Yeah, it's very small, but yes, we do have a vibration there, okay? All right, let's go to the word both, okay? Focusing on that TH as well, both.
Both.
Okay, good, good. All right, let's go to the word other. Instead of others, it's others.
Others.
Exactly, okay. Let's go to semi-frosted. Now, you can say semi or semi. It does not matter. I've heard people say it both ways throughout the U.S. Okay, so semi-frosted. Let's make sure we get that ah sound here. Instead of frosted, it's frosted, semi-frosted glass.
Semi-frosted glass.
Okay, and let's practice our T endings with the toilet seat. So toilet seat.
Toilet seat.
Good, nice job. Much better with those T's. Okay, Juan, nice job. Good. Let's go to Tatiana.
Okay.
All right, Tatiana, let's see here. We ended on Brianna's story. So I couldn't help Oh, I'll have to go grab another story. So go ahead and finish this story off, please.
Okay. I couldn't help wishing I was close enough to hear, so I'd probably heard the story already during that long night Riley and I had spent hiding in the storage compartment of a train, keeping each other awake and entertained with tales and stories of our lives before Darwin Juvenile. I cranked the bathroom window open and ripped it from its rusty hinges, placing it carefully in the sink. I threw my coat onto the ground and pushed my head and shoulders through the opening, grimacing as the broken hinges dug into my skin, drawing blood. I extricated myself from the bathroom and dragged myself to my feet using the convenience store roof. I stayed low, crouched almost double to avoid being seen. "Goodbye, Riley," I thought, casting one last glance at the Purett convenience store. I shifted my gaze to the forest. Many trees had been uprooted, and there were huge cracks in the forest floor from the earthquake, but wasn't that what crime was all about? Sacrifice and survival of the fittest. Riley had sacrificed, and I had survived, or at least escaped. I was no longer a partner in crime, but I was still a fugitive. Alexa Harlem, the fugitive.
All right, very good. So this name here would be Alexa.
Alexa.
There you go. Okay, good. Let's go to sacrificed. Make sure to pronounce that T there, sacrificed.
Sacrificed.
Great, okay. Let's go to the word last. Okay, so instead of lost glance, it's last glance. Last glance. Try that.
Last glance.
Excellent. Okay. Also the word fittest. So here we can actually switch the double T to a D sound. So instead of saying fittest, fittest.
Fittest.
Okay. Yeah. So survival of the fittest.
Fittest.
Good. Let's go to grimacing. Let's see. Grimacing. Where'd you go? Oh, right here. Okay. So grimacing instead of grimacing. Goodness. Instead of grimacing, grimacing.
Grimacing.
Okay. And hiding. So we need to get that ing there. You had said hiding. Where did you go? Yeah, so it's that ing that I wanted to bring out. Hiding. It's in there. I can't see it right now. Goodness. Yes, but hiding. Okay, yeah. So everything else sounded very good. Okay, nice job in your reading. Your th's were sounding good, and your other ed endings. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Very good. Okay, you guys, let's go to our next story. And Odku, you are next. And then I'll start back at the beginning with Adrian, and we'll read some smaller passages until we finish. So Odku, let me get my other story. This is called Night in a Museum. Okay, the story is in the chat box right now. Okay, go ahead and open that up, please.
Okay, it's opened. I detach as a separate window.
All right.
Okay,
All
done.
right, so Odku, let me have you read a bit, and then I'll start back at the beginning. So Odku, please read the first. Let's see. We'll do the first paragraph and a half here. Okay, so let me have you read to kitchenette. Okay, so starting at the very beginning, I'm going to be staying down to kitchenette, please.
I'm going to be staying late tonight, called the curator of the Swiss National Museum as the Security guard clocked on. All he got the reply was half a shrug and a grunt. Smiling to himself, the creature wondered if any of the security guard's family was in the prehistoric wing, and they had a nice selection of capable. He worked silently for a couple of hours until the call of the cafe could be resisted no more. This was the only part of his job that annoyed him. If he wanted a coffee, he had to walk right across to the other end of the building to the kitchenette. He had to
All right.
walk through the. Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's practice. Let's practice some words here. Okay. This word is
Okay.
kitchenette. Okay. Usually, when you
Kitchen.
see an e at the end of a word in English, that e is going to be silent. Okay. So the word would be kitchenette. Try that.
Kitchenette.
Good. Okay. Let's go to the word caffeine. Right here. Caffeine.
Caffeine.
Good.
Caffeine.
One more time. Yep. Caffeine.
Caffeine.
Good. Okay, let's go to the word silently. Silently.
Silently.
Good. Good.
Silently.
Very good. Okay. Now let's go to worked as well. This ed ending will make a t sound. Worked.
Worked.
Okay,
Worked.
and worked.
Worked.
Great. Okay, let's go to prehistoric. Prehistoric with the stress right here on or. Prehistoric.
Prehistoric.
Good. Please, one more time. There you go. Prehistoric.
Prehistoric.
Okay, let's go to the word smiling. Smiling.
Smiling.
Very good. Okay. Now, this word has a U in it, but the U is not pronounced. The word is guard.
Guard.
Good. One more time. Guard.
Guard.
All right. And this word here is secure. Security.
Security. Security.
All right. So instead of secu, it is secu. Security.
Security. Security.
All right, let's try this word together. So, security guard. Security guard.
Security guard.
Good, nice
Security
job.
Guard.
Very good. Thank you, Orku.
Thank
All
you,
right.
teacher.
All right, let's go ahead and start with back at the top with Adrian. We've got about 10 minutes left. And Adrian, let me have you finish off this paragraph and read a couple of sentences in the following paragraph, okay?
Starting with, he had to walk.
Yes, sir.
Where is this?
Second paragraph, about halfway through. He had to walk through.
He had to work. I don't find it. When he kitchen, when he was there at night.
Yeah, so he building through the kitchenette. You see the word kitchenette? It's in the second paragraph, third line.
Control F. Control F. Key. No.
Let me put this
yes,
in
kitchenette.
the.
I have kitchenette.
Okay, I also put your selection in the chat box if you want to read it from there. Okay, so after kitchenette it says he had to walk through the exhibits.
He had to walk through the exhibits, which he always liked. That's it?
Yeah, keep going down until you get to stale tea leaves. I'll tell you when to stop. It's into the next paragraph.
Okay, he had to walk through the exhibits, which he always liked. The problem was that it took so long to get back that by the time he did, he had either drunk it or it had gone cold. As he took his usual route through the classical wing, he thought to himself how much simpler it would be to buy himself a coffee maker, and leave it in his office. A few minutes later, he was stood in the kitchenette, waiting for the kettle to come to the boil, standing among the startling white units and grimy gray worktop. He pondered the fact that every kitchen he had ever been in it always had the same smell, detergent, and stale tea leaves.
There you go. Just tell there. All right. Yeah. Good correction with detergent. Okay. Very good. Let's go to startling. Startling. So instead of startling, so startling.
Startling.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Very good. Let's go to leave instead of live. Okay. Give me a good E sound there. Long E. Leave. Leave it in his office.
Leave it in this office.
Very good. All right, and let's go to. There you go. So problem. So walk through the exhibit. Gone cold. His usual route. Oh, I thought I had another one written down here, but I didn't. Yeah. So leave and then startling. Yep. Everything else sounded really good. Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Aga.
Yes.
Please continue from there. When he was there, okay, down to lose too much heat.
Okay. When he was there at night, he always kept the door to the kitchen open. It looked straight down a long hall. Being able to see all the way down made him feel a little easier. Usually he would have had the security guard a drink, but tonight he hadn't come across him. They had worked in the same building for 8 years, but he still didn't know his name. His mug in hand, he flicked off the light and headed back to his office as quickly as possible so his drink didn't lose too much heat.
Very good. Let's go to little. A little easier. Little easier. Try that.
A little easier.
Yeah, give me a D sound. Lid. Little. Little easier.
Little easier.
Okay. Very good. Let's go to Amparo. Please finish off this paragraph. He finally down to the bottom.
Okay. He finally got back, managing to retain at least some of the heat of his coffee, and was just about to go into his office, but for some reason he stopped and looked back down the hall. Deep in the darkness, he could see someone moving. He tensed, and his pulse hastened a little. "Oh, you gave me a start," he sighed to the security guard. He closed the door to his office, a little too hard, causing the glass to rattle in its frame.
Very good. Let's practice the word hastened.
Hastened. Without
Good.
T? Okay.
Yeah, without the T. Hastened. Okay. Let's practice looked instead of looked. It is looked.
Looked.
There you go. And office, short I. So office. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Let's go to Anastasia. Please read the next paragraph. Go ahead and read that next one.
He sat down and flipped open the top of his laptop, and he couldn't finish off a report he needed for his conference the next morning. He sat typing for a few minutes, oblivious to the emptiness around him. Finally he paused to take a sip of his now lukewarm coffee. with the cup to his mouth. He looked up and saw the security guard just fell from his door. Ignoring him, he placed the Mac back on his coaster and began typing again.
All right, very good. Let's go to oblivious.
Oblivious.
That means to be unaware, so not knowing what's going on. Oblivious. Okay?
Oblivious.
There you go. And let's practice the word him. So instead of saying him, it is him with a short I.
Him.
Okay, try that with the short I. You had said him, him.
Him.
Okay, drop that sound a little bit. Okay, you're saying he. Okay, you're saying he. We want to say he.
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 Okay, so this is the difference here. You're saying he. Okay, and we need to drop it from an E sound. Drop your tongue in your mouth a bit. From E to an I.
Him.
He. Him.
Him.
Okay, very close. You still need to push your tongue down just a little bit. When you pronounce an E, your tongue is flattened a little bit against the top of your mouth. Almost. It's not touching the top, but it's very close. Okay, that's how we get that E sound. All right. When we pronounce an I, our tongue drops just a little bit. Okay, so we let a little bit more air through. Okay, and so that's how we get that sound. Okay, so keep working on that short I with this word. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks.
Very good. Let's go to Juan. All right, Juan. Let me have you read from the glass door. The glass door to the base of his skull.
Okay, the glass door. The glass door from the door exploded out towards the curator, amazingly missing him. The security guard had collapsed and had almost dived head first through the office door. The curator, who was cowering under his desk, emerged, shaking the debris out of his hair and the confusion of his brain. Back on his feet, he looked down at the security guard and violently vomited. The security guard was lying face down in an increasing pool of blood and the handle of a medieval dagger he recognized as belonging in a display case just down the hall, sticking out of the base of his skull. The curator's mind
just tell there. Okay. Just tell there. Okay, now this word would be debris. Okay, that S is silent. Debris.
Debris.
Okay, and we have the word curator. Curator. Goodness.
Curator.
Yeah, there we go. Curator. Okay, very good. Yeah, and a curator is someone that takes care of objects that are in a museum. Okay, so it comes from the word to cure. All right, so to repair and maintain, a curator. Okay, so that's what that word is. Okay, all right. I apologize to my final three reading students. I do need to go to my next class. I'm out of time right now, but I do have another reading class a little bit later today, and you know, this is my first class of today. I am teaching, I think, 8 hours in Verbling today. So hopefully we'll be able to join in again, okay? All right, you guys. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see ya. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.